I finally caught up with Love Island episodes 1 through 15. I wanted to share some fairly quick thoughts on the Islanders that are currently in the villa. Kata. Whatever spirit possessed her and allowed her to flawlessly check Melanie when Melanie tried to big dog her, I need her to reach down and reactivate that for dealing with Zach. This man has indicated several times, including right after they were done hooking up, that he was primed and ready for a new bombshell to come in. Stop letting him play in your face. I love that she is starting to entertain Caleb, but honestly, I don't think she's going anywhere. Zach, messy boots, ready to play in Kata's face when the right bombshell comes in. I hated how bratty he was being after they voted Gabe out, talking about he wouldn't have voted to keep Jen in if he knew Gabe was going to be gone. No, see, you're really mad at yourself, Zach. You're mad at yourself because you voted Sol out of the villa, even though you've been trying to sabotage Anaya and KC for the past few days, and Sol was your chance to actually make those plans come to fruition. He hustled backwards. I will say, I don't like the approach, but Zach has his head in the game and is the only one who seems to remember that this is a competition and that 100,000 pre-tax USD are on the line. Everybody else seems to have forgotten what they're really here for. Anaya, we know that she's fine, but does she? I need Anaya to stand up, get her head in the game, and lock in. I think it would be really easy to just categorize Anaya as insecure, but I can't do that personally because I'm very aware of how much colorism negatively impacts dark-skinned Black women when it comes to desirability politics, and that is the very foundation of Love Island. Anaya getting rejected in episode 1 by Sincere, who is of lighter complexion, and not being chosen over Melanie, who is also of lighter complexion, really set the tone for how she moves through the villa. I would love for a bombshell that has a preference for dark-skinned Black women to come in for her, but honestly, at this point, I don't even know if she'd make a move. Now, going into KC, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what it is exactly, but I just don't really see it for him. He kind of gives me like pesky little brother vibes, but he did have me for a moment when he wrote his letter to Anaya, but honestly, in the episodes after that, he lost me again. I also think that his rejection in the first episode was like the worst thing that could happen for him and Anaya because it sent them to each other's arms and they stopped themselves from truly facing rejection again by really leaning and clinging onto each other. But they also don't actually seem to like each other. So I think Casey and Anaya need to be tested with bombshells that they actually want, and these bombshells need to be very forward about wanting them. By having these bombshells come in, I think that would help them really see if the feelings that they have for each other are legit or if they're feelings that are just blossomed from convenience. Kenzie, headache on wheels. I'm not sure why the girls babied and protected her so much in the early episodes, but it got to the point where the show was giving Kenzie Island. This girl spent days talking about cowboy this, cowboy that, only to turn around and get with Corbin. Her connection with Corbin, it's giving fetish. It's giving Jenny Mai dark meat on the side. Also, the one-sided beef she has building up with Melanie is very weird. Corbin is a lesson that if you are tall, light-skinned, and have a nice build, you can get away with being the kissing version of Where My Hug At. Next, Melanie. Oh, Melanie. A lot of bark, only a little bite. I don't think she will have to worry about anyone else in the villa trying to swipe Sincere from her ever again. But congrats on securing your man. I'm glad she calmed down, but thank you for the crash outs. They were actually highly entertaining. Sincere. Yeah, a perfect example of why you should never name your kids after an adjective. Next, Trinity. Might be my fave this season. She keeps it real and she's really funny. My only thing is, Bryce girl, for real? Like, if you like it, I love it, I guess. But also, I don't love it or even like it for you, honestly. Bryce, yeah, he's just kind of there to me. His fear of Trinity up and leaving him for a bombshell that's actually her type seems to be a window into what he really wants for himself. I honestly wish there was a way for him to be in a throuple with Kata and Zach because, that's where he really wants to be. Jen. Next, Caleb. I've never come so close to telling a white man to stand up. I came close, but it didn't get to that point because Caleb finally woke up and got activated. I love it. Yes, knock Zach down a few pegs and make him sweat about Kata. So those are my thoughts around the Islanders that are currently left in the villa. Now that I'm caught up, I kind of feel like I need a break. I'm gonna go watch House of the Dragon.